Hello again everybody, I'm BrianTheBlue and welcome back to Current Calamities, where I take a break from the past and look forward to the future with the games of the present. This came out months ago, but I don't care.
Yes, today we'll be taking a look at something related to the SNES Classic, the mini version of Nintendo's 16-bit Super Machine and the follow-up to the ill-fated NES Classic. At least not for long, as it'll be coming back this summer, so I digress. I bought the system with my good friend Dave from Starfighters Arcade because we weren't going to miss out on what could have been another scalper's dream and consumer nightmare. Although I didn't need it, as I had a good selection of the games, I could still have the chance to play the ones I didn't have, like Contra 3, Super Punch-Out, and Earthbound. And in HD no less. But the one selling point that not only got mine but everybody's attention was the inclusion of the never-released Star Fox 2. For those who don't know, after the initial success of the original Star Fox, Nintendo had a sequel in the works that would be set to release in '96. It was extensively covered in several game magazines and it was shown off at the 1995 Consumer Electronics Show. And even though the game was complete and ready to go, Nintendo decided to can the sequel to focus on the Nintendo 64 release and began development on a new Star Fox game, with the latest in 3D gaming technology. We would come to know that game as Star Fox 64, and Star Fox 2 would go down in history as the game that almost was. That is until September 29th, 2017. Dave called me at 6 in the morning to wake my silly ass up and get my butt down to the local Target before it opens. So I take my dad's truck and run down to the store and to the gaming section, and lo and behold, it's mine. And here we are now, we're gonna have a look at the game that finally is. To tell you the truth, well, two of them actually. First, I haven't played this game much, and two, I was almost gonna put Outlast as this episode, but I just found out my R button on my Joy-Con isn't working properly, so I can't mess around with the camera or night vision.
So as I ponder getting this fixed, we're gonna look at the newly released oldie, Star Fox 2. Do a barrel roll. I dropped the SNES Classic.
So first things first, if you want to play the game, you first gotta get through the first stage of the original Star Fox. And I must say good luck with that, because that is really hard. Made it through Unwrap and let's go. So surprise, surprise, Andross has returned with a new fleet trying to destroy Corneria. General Pepper calls upon the services of Star Fox to take out Andross once again. The Star Fox crew has grown since their last adventure, as along with the original four of Fox, Falco, Preppy, and Slippy, we also got two new recruits in Faye and Miu. You choose your pilot and co-pilot at the start, each having varying ships and equipment, so decide what combo you see fit. Then it's off to the Lilat system, where General Pepper will give you the rundown on what's going on. Andross is on the move, and has taken control of some planets in an attempt to launch a full-scale assault on Corneria. This is where we come in. For now, we must tackle any and all coming threats and keep Corneria safe from harm, indicated by the percentage here. In order to keep Corneria undamaged, we must do a number of things like take back planets or destroy any oncoming forces of Andross, which is what we're going to do.
I can't let you do that, Star Fox. Just what I need to see. Star Wolf.
Didn't expect that, did ya? Well, not everything from Star Fox 2 was nixed. It's true Star Wolf is mainly remembered for their N64 debut, but actually this is where they got their start. And that's just the start, as the other missions are a real treat. You can choose whichever way you'd like to travel and what threat you'd like to tackle. And just so long you get your priorities right, you'll be able to take down anything that gets in your way. The graphics are as you'd expect, much like the original, with the Super FX chip working overtime to support not only the polygons all over, but also the R-Wing's new feature, its transformation. I'm gonna stop the review here, as you've probably got the basics down. This is a Star Fox game almost forgotten in Nintendo's archive. It's a fresh take on the series, which is an unbelievable thing to say about a technically 20-year-old game. And it's a fun one at that, with new ways to play and the graphics speak for themselves. This is probably the only reason you should pick up a SNES Classic, but there's a lot of other great titles on here if you're interested in playing with more than just power, but superpower.
So with all that being said, what's my overall opinion?
We get retold the original Star Fox story a lot these days, but it's now finally time we get to experience the story that almost never was going to be told. Star Fox 2 is a nice breakaway from the norm, and I'm so glad a little piece of gaming history is finally out for everyone to play. Special thanks to Dave for waiting out at Target for me, and to the devs of the original game, congrats! Hope you had a great celebration. If you've ever wanted to play the full version of the game that almost was, try to find a SNES Classic or one of those new ROM copies of the game, so you too can see for yourself this piece of history, finally, at home. So what do you think? Do you agree with me, or have your own thoughts? Let me know by leaving a comment. If you like what you see, like the video with those thumbs up. If you think anyone else would like this vid, share it around. And if you want to see more of me, this show, and others, hit the subscribe button. I'm BrianTheBlue, thanks for watching. I'm going back to the past, and until next time, I'll see you in the future.